Hello, welcome back to another video. This is part two of this piece actually. The one I was working on my live stream, and well, in this one I'm gonna be starting the watercolor part where I'm start painting it. But from right now, I'm just like filling in the line work. I cut out the rest of the part for that those two like black lines right there, and the big ones. The yeah, I still don't know why I still did that, but it still came out pretty good. I finished it, and it looks pretty nice actually. Admit it. The both of them side by side. The one I did before, uh, it looks good together. I don't know. I liked it, and yeah. Well, right now working on another piece, and it's it's struggling me because I'm not used to autonomy work, but it's gonna. I know how the pose is gonna be like, but I don't know how to like get it in my head how I should draw it. But I need to get. I'm trying to look for references, but there ain't really good ones online. But only one I found was the closest I could get to it, but it's still cropped off like certain parts of it. But I gotta use it what I have, and it's gonna look not gonna be like similar, but it's gonna be with watercolors and ink again. But it looks pretty. I don't know. I'm not really sure how it's gonna turn out, but I just gotta trust myself. But all right, so like right now, I'm just putting in the tape so that give it a nice border outline, like so most of the ink doesn't get covered, and then I like it'll look nice, but just like the other one. But so when just using regular what's it called, painter tape, I believe. Yeah, painter tape. And right now I'm just gonna be using the what's it called, the wolf hair brush, the Japanese calligraphy brush. It's good. I like it using for watercolor, and I don't know. It just feels nice how it like when I put it on the paper. But again, this is just regular printer paper, and I had to like let it dry for a while first when I want to add more layers of paint. Like you can see how wet it gets, and I get used to it because I did a couple pieces on it, but it takes a while to get used to it though. And adding on lots of layers of paint, it's like I like as soon as you start putting it on, you can like get to see all the how wet it gets, and you don't know what color it's gonna show up or anything. But I just let it dry first so that you can see it better. But the watercolors I'm using is the Winsor and Newton uh, full pan set. Bought it online. Like I had like a watercolor set, but it only had a couple of colors in it. It was like the basic, right? You know, you start with it. It was back in high school. I got it, and I used it from then. Um, but then I was like, yeah, I made some with it, but I wanted different colors, like more variety, and so I decided like I just invest in a good set, like, and this is the ones I am using, and I'm happy with it, and it works perfectly fine. But kind of wish that it came with more colors, but for now it's good enough. And I wanted to try the what's it called? The tube one, the tube paint with the watercolor one. Kind of want to try that one out later on, see how it is. it's gonna be a bit different. I know that, not like too much, but a little bit. And for this piece, I wanted. I tried different. I did do the Starry Night at the stop, like I was gonna originally do, but then I was like, it looked a little too plain. So what I thought is like, you know how I had that line art down below. I did the same type of line art at the top, but not too much though, just enough to like give it a little, you know. But it turned out really well. I gotta admit, I really like it though. And the for the piece that I'm gonna be adding a. No, I've been thinking. I'm not sure, but there, there's gonna be like, I'm not sure yet, but I wanted to add a triangle like the other one before. Where's the where the female is right now? But the the one I did for the male, it was I wanted to do the opposite way to show like female male, the triangle shape. But then I started thinking I'm not entirely sure if I want to do that, but I could always go back and do it again. And but the thing is, I could just try it out in Photoshop and try it to see how it looks like. But I kind of like it the way it is right now, and it's just a little, it's one shape, so I don't think it would make a huge difference. No, wait, actually, it probably would make a huge difference the way it looks like, but I'm kind of happy. It's like kind of happy for now, I guess. And one of the difficulties for this piece actually was just basically the paper. Not really the paper, but choosing the color palette actually. And I wasn't entirely sure what colors to pick. Kind of wanted to do like the same type of colors as the for the male, but I decided not to and just experimented for a bit, and then I ended up with the red and the gray and black, and I did add a bit of blue in it. It's not that noticeable, but it's there. Just gave it a little different. I don't know. Gave it a little for like the line art. I just added like a simple outline for the blue, and it was. I don't know. It turned out okay, and I could have done. Oh, I don't know what color I could have done actually. It would have been. I don't know, like magenta. I was thinking of, other than red, or like that purple with black. But then it didn't look nice now that I think about it. But I kind of like for sure the red and the black. It gave it a dark feeling to it. That's what I was trying to go for. And also a lonely feel, because she basically looks alone and sad. And that's what I was trying to aim for. But kind of happy now that it's over for this. But the next piece, I'm not entirely sure. But I kind of know what I want to do with that. And I'm still working on it. The sketch part of it, I have like a little tiny sketch, but the big piece when you're working on it, I was like, I'm not entirely sure how to position it though. I wanted to put it in the middle of the piece in the paper, but then I tried that and I don't know, it looked too small, and I had to keep trying on sketch. Or I could just, I'm thinking of skipping it, but I don't know. I think I might do the different piece, or like I have this other idea. It's like this whale in space going across the sky, in the space sky, and then like half of his space, and then the other half, I'm not entirely sure. The other half is probably like maybe like the outline of space, and then the colored in space, like going into a sketch form and going to color form. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking of doing. Still a work in progress though, and but then there's another piece I wanted to work on as well, and have like a big proper watercolor paper for it, because I found this frame, and now I was like, I want to make something to put it in, and so I went out and bought like a big piece of watercolor paper that fits in it, and kind of want to do is like some type of landscape in it, but add like a surreal, make it surreal. And I was thinking of making like an owl, or like the face of an owl, the head of it, and then underneath it, it's just like the paint is like dripping down. There would be like the forest where the owl lives, and like at the bottom, like near the bottom, would be like the moon. I don't know. I'm still thinking of it. Still trying to do a sketch of it, and I think I might do that one first, though. I'm not entirely sure yet. I'm still working on sketches, but I'll do all of those on my stream though. So yeah, just come and watch it, and if you want to see how I do it and all. But when I draw it, sketch it on the paper, I'll do it off it stream, because I don't want people to see me struggle drawing it. But there's also the what's it called, the white outlines I'm gonna be doing in the Starry Night. I using it's called the Uniball Signal. I like it though, but I was kind of looking for like a different type. I like kind of hoping like those felt tip, fine tip ones, markers I use for my other pieces. Kind of hoping there was one like just like that, but the only thing I was able to find was the Signal one, and it works perfectly fine though. I like it, and I used it in my pieces, and works perfectly fine. But the only problem with it is how the ink flows out of it. Sometimes it comes out nicely, and other times with just like a whole bunch will come out, and that's what happened. And when I was working on the hair, I was trying to add highlight, and I was like hoping that it didn't do the white. It usually sometimes it does. Like a whole bunch of ink will come out, and like a little fine lines, and like of course a bunch of ink came out. Though like that usually happens, like mistakes, and I always don't know what to do. But the mistakes are always good too, because they'll help you like improve and make you like help you like come up with something creative. And I think it worked the way I did it. Like I made sure that didn't look like it was a big mistake. But once you add it, I don't know, I can't go back now. So I just started adding random lines to it, making sure it looks like highlights and all. But for now, yeah, it looks pretty good for now. And I guess it's the end of the video. For the next part, I guess might be the last one for this piece. I don't know. I had to see it when I edited it though. But thanks for watching, and follow me on my social media if you want to see more of my art, and leave a like and a comment, and leave a link to the previous video for part 1. And thanks for watching. Bye.